Hey, give it up for the live stage production of Sorry to Bother You. That's, the hula hoop represents the obstacles of capitalism. So yeah, I don't know if you guys noticed this, but last summer in Washington, D.C., there was a Nazi rally, but only like 6 Nazis showed up. Isn't that great? Isn't that wonderful? As a Jewish person, I felt very comforted and affirmed that the Nazi numbers were dwindling. It felt like the oil was running low in their tiki torches. The irony, of course, being if they had just been a little nicer to us Jews, we could have shown them how to make the oil last in those torches for like 8 more days. That's true. A lot of people think we should punch Nazis. Maybe we should, maybe we shouldn't. I don't know the answer to that question. I do think that we should tickle Nazis, because nobody likes to be tickled, right? And it'd be very difficult to convince people that you're a genetically superior master race if you're literally brought to a shaking tremble by the gentle caress of wiggly fingertips. Plus, you guys, it would be so easy to tickle a Nazi, you know? They're constantly exposing their armpits. So. I'm just saying, you get one Antifa guy to tickle a Nazi, and that's gonna be in the cover of every newspaper in the country, I promise you. No, I promise you, we control the media. I can make that happen. I don't know, I don't understand why Nazis think that we control the media. If Jews controlled the media, then why would we all use stage names? Like, they kept chanting in the streets, Jews will not replace us. It's like, well, yeah, Jews go to college. Your jobs are being replaced by robots. Listen, they kept saying, listen, this isn't about, white supremacy. This is about Confederate statues. This is about protecting America's history. And we all know that that's bullshit. But listen, I think that we should tear down any military statue. Any statue of any soldier, I think we should tear that down. Because for me, the metaphor is too on the nose. It's like we build a statue of a soldier and then we put it in a public park, we leave it there overnight, we walk by it without noticing it, it gets rained on, birds shit on it. It's like we treat these statues of soldiers like they're veterans. Yeah. Don't get mad at me, you're the ones doing it. As I look like, I live in a very hip neighborhood. I live in Logan Square. One thing I did not see coming or expect about living in Logan Square is that a vintage clothing and record store would pop up in my living room. But that's what happened these last couple weeks. It's like I got hipster bed bugs. Like you know how in the winter sometimes you wake up in the morning and you're like, oh no, my apartment is flooded with water. I guess a pipe burst. I woke up one morning and I was like, oh no, my apartment is flooded with baristas. I think a half pipe burst. That's what happened to me. It's my room right now, it just looks like a virtual reality headset game of a poetry reading. That's like, my roommate moved all of the furniture out of our living room and put it in our kitchen, right, and just replaced the furniture with Velvet Underground records and all of your dad's Letterman jackets. That's what it looks like, right? It's just all the furniture is just stacked on top of each other in the kitchen. It looks like somebody's stepdad got too drunk to finish building a pillow for it. Let's see, what do I want to leave you with? One of my coworkers just had a baby, not on purpose because I work at a restaurant, and she went up to me after work and she's like, hey, do you want to go get a drink later? And I was like, oh, cool, did you get a babysitter? And she was like, no, I'm taking the baby with me. I can't leave my baby with just anybody. Which I thought was a really weird thing to say, because it's like, leaving your baby with just anybody is what the universe did to you when it gave you a baby. I find it really peculiar that the only 2 demographics of people who jump rope are 5-year-olds and professional boxers. I don't know, but maybe jumping rope is just what you do when you can't read. I don't know. Thanks, guys. I'm Harry Breitner.